Turn up on him, Kush. Turn up on him. Yeah, turn up on him, Kush. Turn up on him. Yeah! Yeah!
Baby, guys, this bitch. Align this bitch with. What's up, baby?
What's good, y'all? What's the Numbers TV? It's your boy Po Ro. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and like a video if you appreciate the content that Po Ro and What's the Numbers I provided. Today we back on the profile piece. This one is on Joe Cush. In this video we're gonna talk about his early years coming up in the Detroit area. After that, we will focus on his music career and the work he had to put in for years before getting a little buzz. Then, we will break down the first situation that will make Joe Cush go viral and the lasting effect it had on him, before breaking down the events that will push him back into the spotlight and ultimately cost him his life. Joseph Rivers, better known as Joe Cush, is from Romulus, Michigan, which is a small area outside of Detroit. Growing up there with his mother would be cool for Joe, but he was always attracted to the faster-paced lifestyle the city of Detroit offered over the quieter neighborhood his mom lived in. From a teenager, Joe would get involved in the streets somewhat as he became a hustler. His main product was weed, and by the age of 16, 17, he was going by the name of Joe Cush. Some arrests and jail time for drug and gun possession followed, but was written off as just a teenager trying to find his way in the world. Rap was another hustle Joe Cush dabbled in, with hopes of making it his career. That's why in 2015, when Joe decided to head to Los Angeles, California to record a music video, everybody around him, including his mother, was all for it. The plan was to shoot the video, release and promote it so that it could help jumpstart Joe's music career as the rapper named the God Joe Cush. But unfortunately for Joe, before he could make it to LA, he would be confronted by police officers in Albuquerque, New Mexico, who asked to search his bags, where they found $16,000 in cash, which they confiscated under the Civil Asset Forfeiture Program. The police didn't have a warrant, didn't find any drugs in the bags or on Joe, and never charged Joe with a crime, but they did take his $16,000. From there, Joe's arrest would go viral, being picked up by multiple news outlets. Joe would do multiple interviews and also start a GoFundMe for anybody that wanted to support and help him raise some money to go try once again to film his music video in LA. Joe was also given the opportunity to travel to New York after executives who liked how he handled the Caesar situation hit him up to come record a demo at their label studio. Joe eventually made it to LA to shoot his video, and for the next few years, traveled all over promoting his music as he tried to create some type of buzz for himself. But it wasn't until 2019 that Joe would start going viral on the internet with something called the money shower, which was basically making it rain in public by throwing a bunch of money in the air. He took the money shower on the road to places like New York, LA, Las Vegas, and his hometown of Detroit, Michigan. He got arrested and banned from the Staples Center for making it rain during a Lakers game. If going viral was the goal, Joe definitely accomplished it, because now different blogs and websites were reporting on Joe Cush's generosity to total strangers. He did a 3-part song and video with Boosie called Pullin' Jugs, with the video being filmed in LA. Also around this time, Joe started to be around the jeweler Trax NYC more often. Although they knew each other from around 2018 when Joe spent some money with Trax for some custom jewelry, by 2019 it looked like their business relationship grew into a friendship, as Trax NYC joined in on the money showers while Joe Cush was in the New York City area. Now, it's late 2019 heading into 2020, and Joe Cush's name is definitely in the algorithm. His videos of throwing money in the air have been shared on Instagram a bunch of times, and people are starting to get familiar with his name. Many people were trying to figure out what exactly was the end game for Joe. Was it to be a well-known weed dealer, or was this all for his image as a rapper? But before we could find out, Joe Cush went silent on all of his social media accounts in March of 2020. No one except for his fans and the media circle really paid close attention to his absence. But a year later, in March of 2021, Trax NYC Joe's jeweler, would go viral once again for giving a money shower in Times Square in honor of Joe Cush. During this money shower vid, Trax explains that his good friend Joe Cush was killed in Detroit over jealousy and that he still owed Joe some jewelry he had already paid for. So in Joe's honor, Trax decided to give one last money shower, just like Joe would have wanted him to do. After Trax's video, the news of Joe's death spread with a couple of online media sites picking up the story. But for some reason, no one could find a news article about or even an online obituary confirming Joe's death. So the rumor of Joe Cush maybe faking his death began to spread and actually started sounding believable after fans pointed out that someone was uploading music to Joe's YouTube channel even after he was already presumed dead, with the last video being uploaded in August of 2022. But yo, it's What's the Numbers TV. That was a quick profile piece on Joe Cush, the god Joe Cush, real name Joseph Rivers, out of Michigan, the Detroit area. You know what I mean? He was presumed about 30 years old at the time of his death, allegedly. Now, a lot of people were siding with, that he passed away. Trax was his friend. He had firsthand knowledge. He's out there pumping that he's dead for being shot, being killed in Detroit, this, that, and the third, right? And that's somebody who had a relationship with him. But like I said, you got some people in the comments saying that he faked his death. He was hot with the feds. He was hot online. He was trying to get low, this, that, and the third, And they point to the whole fact about the music being uploaded. But somebody could have access to his YouTube channel. Now, as far as his social media accounts and all that, they've never been updated again since the March of 2020. So, people saying he was selling bud. It makes sense because he was in LA a lot. At that time, that's where a lot of the bud was coming from, especially during that pandemic time and all that. So it looked like, maybe he was trying to get low and just focus on that. I don't know, because, weed is legal in a lot of places. I think it might be legal in Michigan, at least, medicinally in Michigan, at least. So, he was basically messing with something that was on its way to being legal in a lot of the United States. So, a lot of dudes made a lot of money since then just off of weed, you know what I'm saying? So maybe that could have been his lane. So I don't know why he would just fall all the way back. So like I said, more and more people sided with the fact that he passed away. You also got people in the comments who left comments about, it was somebody ran in the crib and killed them. Somebody seen him in a car and shot the car up. But for the most part, they're trying to say that he definitely passed away, you know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to him if that's true. Now, like I said, you always got some conspiracy theorists out there that's going to believe this, that, and the third, that maybe he did this, maybe he did that, and maybe he still be alive. So, but what I can say is that there is no definite confirmation online pointing and letting us know for 100% facts that this happened, that he passed away, that this is the situation. None of that is online to confirm it. So, like I said in the end of the clip, man, it is what it is. But this is a quick profile piece on Joe Cush, man, the god Joe Cush. Hope y'all appreciate it. Like I said, he was doing this thing, trying to rap, figured out a way to go viral. And maybe that was going to take him to the next level, but we haven't heard from him since, presumed dead at the age of 30 years old, man. So, man, it's What's the Numbers TV, your boy Poe Rowe. Make sure you subscribe to all the channels, the live stream, clips channel, this channel right here, the main channel, and tap in what we got going on, man. The road to 100K. Be back before you know it. Poe Rowe, I'm out of here. Peace.